Hello everyone, it's Dee's from Turtle Dove. It's a beautiful sunny Monday morning here in Australia. I'm here with a project share of I think about 20 cards that I have made. Some Christmas, a few Halloween and others just bits and pieces. I wanted to use up a lot of my little handmade embellishments. So yeah, I just thought I'd make a whole lot of cards, and I've been at it all weekend on and off. So let's begin with the Halloween, and I thought I'd try my hand at making easel cards. And I'm using, let's see, I'm using these ready-made envelopes and cards. So only because that way I don't have to worry about envelopes if I send them off. I'm not good at making envelopes. But anyway, this is my first one. I thought it turned out really nice. Lots of glitter. And I bought these die cuts last year on eBay, thinking they were a lot bigger. But they're still useful for ATC cards and greeting cards and such. And these little, the ghost and the pumpkin at the back here from Daiso, they are just picks. So you can use them in different projects. You can cut the stick off if you like, but I thought that turned out really nice. And the back is the web and some blingy trim. So the idea is that you fold it down, everything folds flat, and you can place it in the envelope. And only thing is, with the easel cards, you need to make something a little bit higher than the cardstock, just so that it sits in there. So whether you put some buttons there or rhinestones, or I've just put a glitter sheet, foam glitter sheet there. And sometimes this one wants to lift off, but I find if you bend the folds, you'll be fine, it'll sit. So I thought that turned out really cute. So all you do with easel cards, I'll have to make a video, but you just use your cardstock, ready-made card, and then just one of the back ends, you fold that in half and make an extra fold. That's it. So, okay, next Halloween is this pretty spider's web. I made these embellishments, I think it was last year or the year before, out of hot glue. Just sprinkled it with glitter while it was still drying. There's another one of those cutouts that I bought on eBay. Black rhinestone, some washi tape with redback spiders on there, and the foam glitter sheet, and Halloween. And inside, I haven't done this with all of them, I'll still finish some of them off. Some I think you'll be able to write on the card, but some of the paper I'm not sure if anything will look good once you've written on it. So I'll just put some paper in there so I can write something little. And there's some tulle at the back, so I thought that turned out nice, and they all sit nice and flat. I just love how these easel cards sit. And this one is a rat, and I put a orangey red gem down for the eye, and I have some of this these little sprinkles. It's just like foil curled up, and I thought they were nice Halloween colours. I have some Christmassy colours. I bought a big jar of it, and they have little sections. There's all colours, different colours in each section. So some more glitter sheet, and this is pretty here, just an apricot colour gem. So that's that one, and that's it for the Halloween. I'll just move those over here, and I'll show you these pretty ones. I've just actually finished making these ones last night, so hopefully everything's dried. And I absolutely love these. These are sort of more vintage, which I tend to gravitate towards as well. not always, but so I've got some lace here. This is some gold lace, and there's a little bow. I have some apricot pearl string and some little gold resin roses, a pretty butterfly, a silk flower, and some paper flowers. And I just used any leftover trim just to decorate the inside. And of course this, I placed some of that, what's it called? You know, the double-sided foam tape. This one's a pretty thick one, just to create the height here so that the top flap can sit down there. So I love this one. This is one of my favourites, and this one here is very similar. Just a bit of a different butterfly and different paper from the same pad, and that's double-sided, so it looks good from the back too. And just to give this flap some weight, I put some of these heavier gems at the bottom as well. So I absolutely love these ones. So many cards. Now I'll go to the Christmas cards. This is my last easel card that I made. And this was a banner from last year that I bought. Some reindeer on there, and I just put some of the black rhinestones on the top for the eyes. Just used the gold card and just got some cardboard, a sheet of cardboard to create the heightness of the height for this, for the flap to sit down, and some wooden cutouts, the gingerbread man and a gift, and some more resin rhinestones, and it says season's greetings. And I'll just put a strip of paper here. This one's actually a sticker, so don't ask me what cardstock I've used. I don't use very expensive cardstock. Probably the most expensive one I've got is from Craft. Oh, and there's a couple more books which I haven't used yet, which I'll show you eventually. I'll make a video on that. This one's on a silver card. It says Merry Christmas. There's some table scatters here that I've used, or sequins, whatever you want to call it. And this is a wreath. This was actually from a card that I received last Christmas, and I just cut out the centre. So I'll try and reuse things as I can. And I just framed that with some ribbon, and I had this in my stash as well. And these two I really love too. These are very vintage looking, on gold card, and here's the vine, gold leaf vine on the side with some lace. And these prints here, I bought a packet of tags last year, and at the back of the package they had a whole lot of these pictures, and I cut them out. I thought, oh, I could use these. They look very vintage looking. Look at the illustrations, aren't they pretty? I love the vintage Christmas illustrations. There's an angel. So cute. And I just put a strip of paper down the side to pretty that up, and just gave it a little bit of height with the foam double-sided tape. And this one's exactly the same, just different pictures. And I glossy accented, I don't know if you can tell, some parts of the picture, and that just gives it a beautiful finish, I think. As long as you don't overdo it. Depends on what project you're doing, actually. I think it turned out really well. It looks lovely. I love it. Okay, now this one is going out to a viewer of mine who made this particular card. It says, "That was pretty sweet." It's a beautiful apricot coloured card. Some wide washi tape, golden peach, And these are some of my embellishments that I'd made a while ago, little mini envelopes. So I wanted to use some of those up. And I also have some ribbon here that I've concertinaed, sort of folded down and sewn in the centre. So I've got a whole lot of that to use up as well. So I thought that turned out really nice. And the washi tape just goes all the way around. Okay, so that's that one. And I'll be sending her this giant paper clip, and I also had some of this in my stash that I made a while ago, so I thought that would make a lovely decorated paper clip to send in the card for her. This is a small card. It's a very pearlescent white. I don't know if you can see the pearlescence on that. You can't. I've been using my little stamp, Handmade with Love by Dee's, at the back of some of my work. So this is another one of those little mini embellished envelopes. And I had some of this velvety trim left from another project. I've actually still got a bit of that left, so I thought that would look nice on either side. Just plain in the centre. This one, this is sort of more matte cardstock, and I just used some lace, some more of this trim that I sewed, the ribbon, and this, I don't know if you've seen, some of you regular viewers may have seen me dyeing some of this fabric with tea, different teas and things in the kitchen. So I had one of these left. I was supposed to make a bookmark out of this, but I'd made so many, so I thought I'd keep this for another project. And I've used it up, just sewing this onto the card with some red cotton. And then I just covered the back with some washi tape, so you don't see the stitching. So I've still got to put a piece of paper in here so that I can write a message. Running out of room here, I've got so many cards. Now this card is hot pink. I love it. There's some crepe paper that I've folded and sewn down in the centre, and used some washi tape, a doily, a gold doily, just folded up, put half on the back, half at the front, some resin gems, and another little mini envelope with the bee. I thought that turned out cute too when I made this. I love this, it looks like pollen. That was the whole idea of that one. So there's that. And this one here, I made these rosettes. Had that in my stash a while ago, you may have seen that. I used the crepe paper again, just some little washi tape on the top and bottom. So that one's pretty simple but effective. They all look pretty. Going to the pale pastel pink, used the gold washi, the gold doily with another embellished mini envelope. This one here again, same as that. Used some green washi, and there's some little pearl string. Well, not string, you know what I mean. It's always the same when I'm recording, I can never remember the names of things. I get all tongue-tied. And I've made so many videos on both my channels, you'd think I'd be right by now, but this one is the Cupcake Rosette. And put some lace at the top and bottom. These beautiful little gems. Iridescent, look at that. I love them. And I've got 3 more. Now these are different cards, just white, and they're cut out in the centre in an oval. And I just placed some paper at the back for the background, and then used the little mini envelopes. And that's quite simple, that one, because I've already made all this ahead. I didn't have to do too much, and I did want to finish the outside around here with some little gems, but I decided not to, because sometimes I tend to overdo things. And this one I love. This one I made into a shaker. Just with all the purples and the silver. And at the back there's some blue tulle. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And beautiful mini envelope. And that was done with the Kaiser Craft Amethyst pad, which I've still got a lot of, so I've just put some trim from the same pad inside. Did I show you the other one? I think I did. It's the same as at the front. So when I trim things down, I always try and keep the offcuts that I can use for inside the cards and such. And this is the last card, last but not least. And I used some of the crepe paper folded and sewn in the centre, and then under that is a sheet of from the amethyst pad with some bling, another little mini envelope, and then use that same background paper for the back. So that's it, guys. They are all my cards. So this is a lot for me. It takes me a long time to make. Like, I could spend half a day on one card, but I was determined to make quite a few over the last 2 or 3 days. So I'm definitely going to have to make some more Christmas and maybe a couple more Halloween. I'm not sure. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. I love to read your comments. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.